Good morning. My name is Mary Quay Wilson, and today I have the honor of introducing Marin Thompson. Marin is kind and hardworking. Whether it's in mud or cross country, she puts her all into everything she does. I've loved getting to share a fourth period free with her this semester, and I know the class of 2026 would not be the same without her. And I'm so excited to hear what she has to say today. So I give you Marin Rose Thompson.
I like knowing what comes next. When I get a new book, the first thing I do is read the very last chapter. And I will never be caught off guard by a TV show or movie because I've already done an extensive Google search about any and all spoilers. I don't like to get embarrassed or caught off guard, so I tend to crave the certainty that comes with knowing the ending, with knowing that everything will work out. And, as you could imagine, this certainty is something that I've always wanted in my real life as well. The world is huge and unpredictable. It's constantly changing, leaving a lot of room for all of my fears to come true. So instead of trying to deal with all that uncertainty, I focused on the small world in front of me where I knew exactly what would happen. I built up a sort of routine to follow that left little room for mistakes. I wake up the same time every day, I shuffle through roughly the same 15 songs on my way to school, I go to class, I eat lunch at my usual table, I go to work, I go home, you get the idea. However, this routine, meant to make everything in my life go smoothly, has been unknowingly hindering me throughout my high school experience. In 2 months, I will graduate from St. Mary's, a place that has been at the center of my cultivated world for the past 4 years. And in 6 months, I will be in a scary, faraway city at a scary new college. And looking back, I feel like I have missed out in some way, or taken it for granted. Because I had spent so much time worrying about how my day, month, and year were going to look, I was only focusing on everything that went even a little bit wrong in my life. The summer before freshman year, I remember being terrified over the fact that I was the only girl in a non-SMS shirt at volleyball tryouts. When I first joined cross country, a girl asked if I was a new student, despite my being at St. Mary's longer than she had been. The first time I went to MUS to help with their theater program, I quoted some pretty weird TikTok sounds with my friend Stella, only to find the appalled face of our shop teacher, Mr. Fudge, on the other side of the curtain we were standing by. In each of these scenarios, I have highlighted the negative, as those are the parts that stick with me the most. Instead, I should have focused on the good, on how Sophie Fernandez asked if I was new at that volleyball tryout and decided to be my friend, and on how I ended up going back to MUS and have had made so many new memories. A change in mindset is hard, but I do believe I have become better at it. At Victory Ranch this year, all of the senior leadership wore matching nightgowns and danced in front of the freshman class. Our goal was to maybe hype them up or prove that we were cool too. I don't really remember. What I do remember is that it was fun. I know that any other version of myself would have never agreed to this dance out of fear of what people might think of me. But should I really care if the freshmen think I'm cringe? The answer is no, because I enjoyed myself. Sorry, freshmen. This idea that I could do something slightly different or weird or embarrassing and still have friends afterwards was a little revolutionary to me. However, I have surrounded myself with enough people in class, in sports, and theater who choose to like me even in my most embarrassing moments that it does not matter that I can't always follow the routines that I have set in place. And maybe that's for the better. When I don't follow these carefully crafted steps, I can give myself room to make mistakes and live with them in a comfortable way. I can deal with the fact that I cannot control how my life will turn out because I know that I will always have the people closest to me there to support me. I know that when I go to leave for school, my mom will always walk me to the front door to wish you a love you, be safe, before waving me goodbye. I know that I will never be the only person in my calculus class who did not do the homework. And I know that Kat Carney will always be willing to go on a Taco Bell run with me, no matter the time of day. And, most importantly, I know that none of these people care if I mess up or need their help, because these things are just bound to happen. And so, as you make your way through St. Mary's, I implore you to let go of anything holding you back from enjoying every moment here, because it will go by fast. Because, as the poet Mary Oliver writes in her poem Wild Geese, you do not have to be good. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. and to my wonderful class of 26. Thank you for always being there for me through all of my missteps and awkward moments. And even though I do not know what I will be doing with the rest of my life after I graduate here, I know that I will always have a home here on the corner of Walnut Grove and Little Perkins that accepts me for who I am. Thank you.